streets.
Now, he's doing a general overview just of outages, but we just wanted somebody who was familiar because
See?
will be
Right here.
here.
Public safety motion number 5. Yeah, special meeting number 5.
Uh-oh. Truckers feel jaw.
Tonight, one of our senior engineers, Victor.
Oh, yeah, he's Gary Cooper. Because you didn't have to worry, he's like handsome, but he's kind of goofy, so he's Cary Grant. But he's more like, that rugged, like under, you might not know something, but then you know it, and it's like Gary Cooper.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Right? Yeah.
Duarte reminds me of Squirrel every time I look at Duarte. He's just a little.
Cary Grant, though, like, right, because he's so goofy, but he's handsome but goofy.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, he tries to get off on his charisma all the time.
Yeah. So, but what's the best? I can't think of the best Gary Cooper. I haven't seen a Gary Cooper movie in so many years.
Well,
Guys, what is the best one?
we got to make like Golden Girls analogies about Duarte now.
Yeah.
I think we got to go back to the Golden
He's gonna
Girls.
hate it that he's Gary. He's gonna know. Yeah, that he went. It comes from something. It has to be like it can't just be Duarte. Everyone falls for Duarte.
Well, that's because Duarte thinks he's the real star of the show, but
he's
it's
gotta have competition. It's him. Gary
he knows it too. That's
I know.
he knows. He's the reason why he got a staffer to talk to me. That was not Duarte. It was you.
No, he's always had. I know.
Yeah.
That's that cool. Yeah.
And who did they ask today? Marchese, who did he ask to harass me to say that I was making a scene? Yeah.
The
But
hanging tree. Which is the best?
that was Duarte. They asked Duarte specifically, and it was Marchese asked Duarte after I outed that he's having arguments with the staffers over that stuff. He personally asked Duarte to come over and tell me to sit down, even though there's a gazillion other people staying up. I'm like, come on. They do it because they know you're the good one, and Duarte is the not so
I go way
good one.
back with Duarte a long time. He's always trying to dox me. He's funny, but he's going to always be second.
Yeah, he is.
He can never be top dog. You're top dog. I'm making him. Yeah, Gary.
I know.
Too late. I know, but that's why you're Gary Cooper. He didn't believe it. That's right, isn't it?
It's true, though.
That's why he's
It's
Gary
true.
Cooper.
I
It's
agree.
perfect. It came to me like a
agree.
genius moment. Oh man, yeah, that's it. But see, you don't want it. See, Gary Cooper didn't want it. He didn't want to be the Hollywood poster boy, whatever.
Yep.
The heartthrob. Yeah, he didn't want it. Sorry, we're just hard. We get bored. All these hours get bored. We. Yeah. I mean, we have to keep it interesting. So we have to figure out who belongs on what month in the calendar. We just have to. We have to entertain ourselves. You're a John Dutton kind of girl?
In what?
What's that?
Oh, he said when they go off for July. Yeah.
For how long?
Yeah.
The whole month of July they're off? Are these the laziest people?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Friday.
Oh, Friday? Okay. So Friday and Tuesdays, that's it for a month? Including all the committees, everything?
Well,
I'm so lazy.
we do what I've been saying in public comment this whole time, which is
Unless they have like some.
It could be possible, but
well,
turn around.
what we do is, like I've told you repeatedly, is we use that time to start writing.
Yes.
And a lot of stuff I've already written up, but I know that's you probably wanted to talk to me about.
Yeah, about to be mine. Whoops.
Yeah.
to be my lawyer, my thing. I'll give you the lawyer's wages.
Yeah.
When it
What are
happens.
my Sea Org wages?
Your wages.
Gonna be a millionaire in Sea Org
I remember
terms.
when banker's hours was a thing. I remember banker's hours.
Oh yeah.
That was a long time. You're too young. You're a baby.
No,
You weren't even born
they
yet.
still call it that, but I've only
Remember
heard.
when remember when banks were only open from like 9 to 3, and like at 3 o'clock all banks ended. There was no drive-in. There was nothing. 3 o'clock was it.
Some of the smaller like credit unions do that still. They call it bankers hours still. But the big
Yeah, all
the
movies are
big
like a
franchise.
comfort blanket. Yeah. Yes, yeah, no ATMs. I remember like our bank down the street, my mom, oh, we had to hurry up to the bank. It's almost 3 o'clock. She'd get the wagon out and wheels down the street. It's almost 3. Yeah, there was no drive-throughs. There was no, I remember. Yes, we did. The Gen X. These little kids, they don't know what we went through. They don't know. Yeah, oh, and then you got to the next to last number and you screwed up. Yes, but do you remember we used to have 411 and we used to prank call like it'd be before you couldn't sleep, so you prank call 411 or the operator because it was a live operator, and you just prank call them and then like have I know it was like good times. These youngins have no clue.
That's touching.
On TV? Oh, the prison? We called it Prism in Jersey. Yeah, we called it Prism. Yeah, we found. Oh, yeah, that was so. And, oh man, when they had the.
Are you gonna give it the dude across the hall? Are you giving that back to the guy across the hall?
What?
Isn't that his newspaper?
But I normally just throw it away.
Oh, okay.
What was that one called? Those
What?
first games? The Pong.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Space Invaders, and then there's Pac-Man. That came out later, yeah.
But you remember, I remember when VCRs were $1,000. I still remember that. Like my best friend, her dad got one for like $1,000. Like, whoa, we were so bougie. $1,000. You should always get Frogger, that's right.
Oh yeah, Frogger. Yeah.
And even before, it was just like the little paddle here and the paddle here.
Well, no. Before, what they did actually is you would have these. Basically, there were oscilloscopes, and you'd have this paper that would have the actual.
Atari, that's it, Atari.
Yeah. What they actually used to do is they used to have this almost like X-ray paper that had the cutouts of the game, and behind you was just an oscilloscope that had a line, and you put the paper on, and you would change and dial the oscilloscope. All it was just a straight green line, but on the paper it would make the different shapes. So you basically were playing with, trying to have fun with just a single line as a video game. Because Pong was even after that. Pong was after that. And then they had, of course, Tetris.
Tetris, but that was even, that was a little later.
Yeah, because it was.
You didn't know the joy unless you didn't know it was summer until you drank out of a hose. You would get thirsty and you can't go home. You're not allowed home, so you drink out of.
Why they cannot make music sound? They have to make an animal sound.
We lost the VHS. You ready to be charged? Yes, 100 bucks to place in your shop with the video search shop. Okay, let's have a chance to participate. Exactly. Hey, Alex. That's so funny. I feel bad. I know. I feel bad for the news.
Well, no.
Why they? But you were just disappointed. Why they have to refund you? Like I don't understand.
I took over somebody else's term and it's already expired. After 8 months.
Oh, it's pro tem. That's why, wasn't it?
I took over former Commissioner Susanna Reyes.
I actually liked Miss Reyes. Miss
Ray-
Reyes was a good.
Yeah.
I didn't like any.
Was it? I keep forgetting her name, but she was the worst one of them all.
Yeah.
It was the. She was the president though.
Garcia was the first president, and then the second president was.
Teresa. Thank you. Oh my
The
God.
second one, no, Garcia was worse. Garcia was worse. It was before you came on board.
That was before I came. Yeah. What did we used to call her? We had a name for. No, we had a thing. We had a little slogan for her. It was like "Time Out Teresa" or something like that.
He's not offensive, trying to be a hater, but then it's.
Oh, and then who was the guy that took over for black guy? What was his name?
Oh, Mr. I liked him actually.
He was.
I liked him.
Wasn't it Gold or something or no?
Who's the other guy? Who was the guy with the purple suit, always wearing the purple?
Yeah. He was the jolly, tall black dude. He was the president pro tem.
You have to hear me today because I have a lot to say. Did listen sometimes. Don't worry, I'm going to listen. I'll make sure.
This is a heavyweight champion. I was
Don't
wondering.
body shame.
I was wondering.
I'll call him out right there. I'm raising you. Just behave. Yeah, we can go outside. That was it. There's no. And I always wanted Mr. Grant for president. He never wants to be in that president.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is after 2:30, and I'm calling this special public works meeting to order. Mr. Espinoza, can you please call the roll?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Councilmember Hernandez.
He doesn't have
Here.
it.
Councilmember Padilla is currently absent, and Councilmember Hutt. Two members informed.
Thank you. Let's go ahead and move now to public comment, please. Ms. Choi, can you please read the instructions for public comment?
Absolutely. We will now take public comment. As this is a special meeting, there is no general public comment, only agenda item comment. When your name is called, please come to the podium and state which item the agenda you would like to speak on. You will have 1 minute per item to speak, up to 2 minutes total for multiple agenda items. We will let you know when your time is up. When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. If you're not speaking on topic, or if we cannot tell if you are speaking on topic, you will get one brief warning from the chair or me. If you do not immediately get back on topic, or again stray off topic, the chair will cut you off and you'll forfeit the rest of your speaking time. Thank you.
I'll be calling some names. If you could please line up behind the podium. David Sanchez, Audit LA.
You go first, isn't
Good morning, Attorney Hamstam. My name is
The items you would like to
Sanchez.
speak on?
Yes, I'm just trying to tell you what items I will be speaking on. And then the item I will be speaking on will be 1, 2, 3,
2
4,
minutes total.
5, 6. Thank you very much, Attorney Corson. Start with item number 1, Corson, is about the impact, about the departmental impact of the 2025-2026 budget. Yes, the impact is absolutely tremendous. Why? It's because our Councilmember Hernandez continue to give money to those illegal immigrants. So what the result of that? We are having a huge cut in our street lighting. We are having a huge cut in our trash pickup. We are a huge cut in our sanitation department bureau. We are a huge cut in our whatever all bureaus across public works. Yes, there's a huge impact. And then the problem is that law-abiding citizens are not able to receive their services, but every single illegals will always receive their services. And I really wish our brand new Councilmember Spindler will solve the problem in 2026 general election. Now, let's move on to item number 3 and 4 is about the reappointment for the public works. Yes, it is very concerning that our council, or our council member Hernandez provided no oversight over the public works. Our council member sitting at the chair of the public works committee, but cares nothing about the public works. This has to be stopped from now. And then I really wish that our brand new council member Spindler in 2026, someone who always advocate for safe street, someone who always advocate for the commissioners for clean street, someone who always advocate better public works services will replace this kind of failure CD1 council member. So everybody vote for Spindler, council member CD1 2026.
Next speaker.
We'll wait for the besties to stop playing around, because you have to listen when I'm here. I caught you once.
Hi, the items you would like to speak on?
Final warning, Mr. Spindler, stop making sounds.
I like that sound, we're good. I love it, actually, it makes me laugh. Okay, here we go, I'm just gonna go down the list. Okay, Public Works, okay? I have been to every single Public Works meeting except for two. One when my dog was sick, I had to take her to the vet and she passed, but, and one more, I forget what happened. And so I've been through 4 presidents now, okay? And I feel we finally have the best, we finally settled into the best president. Mr. Kang he listens, like I've never caught him not listening, by making eye contact, by making me feel like completely welcome in his chambers, and he's listening to me. Maybe he can't resolve all my issues, but I feel heard every single time. And I feel kind of guilty because I wanted Mr. Grant, because Mr. Grant has always been my favorite since he joined. And, but you know what, but he said to trust Mr. Kang, and I did, and he's even looked towards making sure we're clear to make sure we have our, the public comment. He's suspending so many people, he doesn't go with, oh, well, we're gonna stick with 10 minutes. So he's not like city council, no offense. And then the other gentleman, Mr. Quintanas, I don't know him yet, like, you know what I mean, but I'm getting good. If Mr. Grant says that he's a go, and if Mr. Kang says he's a go, I'm gonna, let's go with that. Because we started off with a horrible public works. I'm sorry, the first 2 presidents, no offense, I'm just being honest, they were not my cup of tea. And so I feel like we're finally getting to where we're getting really good people. And so I'm gonna say, don't let me down, Mr. Grant or Mr. Kang, he seems wonderful, so I'm gonna give a big yes to both of them. But, because we don't wanna change presidents right now, we wanna keep it going, because the people are feeling heard, after a year, the planters are gone, right? We don't have all this endless street closure permits, like there's progress being made. And so I say yes to both of them, but I don't like that we lost our public comment, Ms. Hernandez. But thank you for listening today. You too, Ms. Hutt. Thank you for paying attention. Appreciate it always. Bye.
If you signed up for public comment, can you please line up behind the podium? Speaker, the name that you signed up under and the items you would like to speak on.
Yes, this is Heidi Boo and all items.
2 minutes.
So we're talking about budget issues here, right? And I can tell you one of the impacts. I don't even have to hear it from you, but I can tell you one of the impacts, right? Over at Hollywood, just about every street corner has 0 lights on it. And despite making countless requests, none of those lights ever get fixed. And the reason that's an issue is because every time I try to park there, as I'm doing some of my auditing on Scientology, my tires will get slashed, I'll get nails in my tires. I know many of the people here will get nails in their tires just for simply parking their cars there. And Scientology does a really good job of destroying my property and never getting charged for it. It seems to be an ongoing issue. I don't know why, despite the Board of Public Works as well as this committee now knowing that those street lights actually help improve public safety, none of the lights over in the Hollywood area particularly get repaired. And it's only particularly around where the Scientology building is, where they constantly slash my tires, they constantly put nails. They tried doing it on my scooter. Lo and behold, not a surprise, right? But we're moving on to another issue for some of the appointments here that we have on the Board of Public Works. So the Board of Public Works, while I really have no comments particularly one way or the other against the commissioners, The problem I do have is the unlawful restriction on public comment period overall. It was not always that way. It only started being that way when people deliberately started coming in to voice their grievances, not only about some of the street lighting issues where we're getting our tires slashed by Scientology, but also about some of the other issues around the streets, right, where people are talking about liability payouts that are higher than the LAPD. Go figure that more people are tripping and hurting themselves than the LAPD is hurting and killing people. And so these are the issues that we're coming here to talk to you guys about today. You know, this committee has the power to do something about it. Please, please, please fix the street lights so my tires can just stop getting slashed by Scientologists who do it in the dark. They like to hide it in the dark. So just please fix those street lights and help get my tires not slashed. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker. The name that you signed up under and the items you'd like to speak on.
Signed up under 5. I mean, so let's see, we got a loser here, Ernesto Cardenas wants to be a paid commissioner. You're not gonna do any good for anybody. They're gonna be down tonight at Westchester at a special field meeting tonight, so Heather might want to go there. See, you don't get street lights in our city if you're brown skinned, and you don't get them if you're Koreans, and you don't get them if you're in CD1. But if you're in CD10 with Heather Augustine, you get streetlights all you want because they're white and they're predominantly higher paid rent. And see, your commission needs to stop denying these services to the brown skin, and you need to stop denying services to the Sepulveda Basin, where only 14% of the streetlights are currently on right now. There's a crime wave down there, and Jewish people use that park. Stop discriminating against the Hebrew and start turning on the fucking streetlights because. You're gonna go to this fat fucking clown over here and try to get streetlights. It's a fucking joke. So we need you, the commission, to say no to them and yes to streetlights because streetlights reduce crime. Streetlights are the reason that LAPD can't patrol CD1 and CD13 because they can't be in an area capable of being ambushed. It's in their contracts. It's in their life insurance contracts. Heather Augustine. That's the reason why there's so much fucking crime. So you see, less crime means more street lights. So go down to Westchester. Their fucking lights are all on. All over Inglewood, you drive through Inglewood, once you cross CD8, it's completely illuminated. You go back into LA, it's completely illuminated. You people on this city council, the most destructive motherfuckers in this city I've ever seen in my life. You just want to throw me out of meetings. And now I get a bill yesterday for my water in CD1, $1,540. It should have been $0. So you see now, they're stealing my money because Hamburger Hernandez sends these assholes over to my building to chase me out. But you see, you can't chase me out because where am I gonna go? To fucking Canada? Where am I gonna go? I'm stuck here. I'm a prisoner of war in this piece of shit fucking city.
Thank you. Next speaker. The name you signed up under and the items you would like to speak on.
Dirty nigger. Now,
The items.
all items and non-agenda
2
fucking public
minutes.
comment, Mr. Attorney. Now that we know the truth about Ernesto Cardenas for the Board of Public fucking Works, I don't fucking care on item number 3. Fuck item number 3. Now the issue on Steve Kang, the president, fucking terrorist motherfucker, allowed that LA film to fucking attack me. I vote no on him. But you're gonna give it to him anyways. I mean, look at the big fat hamburger shoving food in her mouth while I talk. That's the reason why I vote no. Big fat burger, vote no. Fuck you. And then the safeguard of public safety for infrastructure, fat burger. Both of you two cunts gotta listen to the public. It's true. Wire theft, fucking bridges that are older than shit. You built a hump of bridges and you fucking can't even hump across Boyle Heights to LA without any fucking problem, but there are problems. Wire theft. Why is that, John? Why is that, Steve? Why the fuck can you not fix our sidewalk and streets? Willits versus Los Angeles. Willits versus Los Angeles. Because you allow those fucking handicapped, disabled retards to get up there with that cocksuckers from the Department of Disability and lie. Now you're paying for it, bitch. That's why the budget's a crisis. That's why infrastructure's a crisis. And that's why those fucking niggers and those nigger communities have no fucking lights. Put the fucking lights on, Hut. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not HUD, it's Augustine now. and your 3 boys, maybe they can put the lights on, pay them to do the job. Cause Fatburger, there's all about fucking immigration. She don't know shit. Stop interfering with the federal investigation because we need infrastructure, not to tear our infrastructure down and throw rocks at people out of the infrastructure that we need. So, on the point I'm trying to I'm sorry. Listen, fucking Connie Chung, I'm almost finished. Fuck you, 42 USC 1983.
Last call for public comment.
I had given a final warning to Spindler and he's making noises, so can he be removed from the meeting, please? Thank you.
There are no more speakers on the queue.
I just want to say this committee does not agree with any of the language used, and some of those people speaking need to look in the mirror. Let's go, Spindler, you're out. Come on, we got
I just feel sorry for the dog.
You throw me out every meeting.
Let's go. And you should know the rules. Go.
Every fucking meeting.
I feel sorry for the dog. That's what I have to say.
Well, I appreciate
Just to
that.
live with
The
both
dog's
of them.
gonna be
Keep in
fine.
mind, we're intervening with city work. Come on,
I
let's
mean,
go.
I just have one question, Mrs.
No
Augustine.
questions, let's go.
Did you pay your bill? You
Let's
didn't,
go.
I think there's some
All right,
bills that
since
weren't
there are no more
paid.
speakers on the
What
queue,
difference
public
it
comment
makes?
is now
She
closed.
didn't pay some bills. Did you pay some bills? I think you owe some bills, right? I pay my bills.
Colleagues, today we have a total of 6 items on
I pay
the
my
agenda.
bills.
Today
I
we'll
pay
begin
my
a
bills. I
discussion
pay
with
my
2
bills.
commission appointees.
I'm not like you, I pay my bills. I pay my bills.
6, and lastly, we'll
I
hear
pay
item
my
1.
bills.
Before we begin our
That's right.
discussion,
I pay my bills. You don't pay your bill. I pay my bill.
It's because Hut has actually, there's actually a case. I found it, yeah, she owes credit card debt. Yeah, but it's an ethics issue when they're appointed, that's the problem.
thank you.
So that's what he was talking about. Augustine Hutt owes money, and it's gonna come up on ethics next quarter.
May I get a second, please? A second. Thank you, Councilman.
You heard it here first, Doherty.
Can you please call the roll for this item?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Councilmember Hernandez.
Yes.
Councilmember Fatiga is currently absent, and Councilmember Hutt.
Do you wanna go downstairs?
2 ayes, and this item is approved.
Thank you. Mr. Espinoza, we're
Okay,
gonna
I
go
was
ahead
gonna
and
go
go
check
into item
downstairs.
number 4. Can you please read the item into the record? And as he's reading it, Mr. Kang, can you please join us at the table? Thank you.
Item number 4 is a communication from the mayor relative to the reappointment